I'm Dr. Tullio Rossi, founder and director of Animate Your Science, an Australia-based science communication company. We help researchers with their visual science communication needs, and we offer a variety of training programs to teach you things how to design better research posters, better PowerPoint slides, and how to use AI correctly. So today I'm very excited to show you one of my favorite AI tools. It's called Napkin AI, and it does one thing and one thing only, but it does that really, really well. And that's what makes it great in my opinion. Now, this one has a free plan, so you can try everything I'll show you for free. In fact, I haven't paid a single dollar for it. They now have also a paid plan, but you probably don't need it just to get started. And for full transparency, I'm not getting paid to say what I'm about to say. This is just my personal opinion about this tool, which I've found honestly helpful, even though I'm a person with a graphic design background. So I could do these things manually, the old way, but I found this tool to be actually very handy and a huge time saver. Let's have a quick look at the homepage to see what this is all about. So the general idea of Napkin AI is that you drop in a couple of lines of text or a bullet point list of ideas, and it will use an AI to interpret that and transform it into a visual, a diagram of some sort. And it has a huge collection of templates it can use, and the AI job is to match you with the right template and to customize that template based on your content specifically. So that's where the power is. It has some fairly advanced import features. It can even create the text for you if you want, but personally I found it easier and more straightforward to just write something like a bullet point list of ideas, pop it in there, and then click the button and observe what happens next. So you get the gist. Let's now go in it so I can show you in real time what this tool can do. After creating a new account with Napkin AI, you will be presented with a blank slate, so you choose from. When you hit new napkin, I prefer to go with blank napkin. If you click draft with AI, the internal AI will write a lot for you. I find that to be unnecessary. So let's just go blank napkin and start from scratch. So here, all you need to do is to copy and paste some text into it. For example, now pasting essentially what it is, a prompt for my idea for a very simple flowchart. So you paste it in there, and then next to it, as you hover, this lightning bulb blue icon will appear. The magic happens when you click that. Now what's happening in the background is that the AI is reading your text, is interpreting it, and matching you with the right template. So you need to give it a few seconds, and then let's see what happens. Okay, now we already have a full diagram in front of us. You will find that it also generated some additional text, some detailed description for each step, which I did not specify. So these are all guesses made by AI. You can delete them if you don't want them, or you can customize them. And then on the left, you find this very handy panel to customize the style and the look of your diagram. And just by scrolling through, these are all basically the best matches the AI has found for you. And let's say after looking at a few, I like this very neat and simple timeline type of chart. I click it, and then the next step is to customize the style. And here again, the AI is suggesting a number of styles. Some have more cartoony types of fonts and icons, others have neater, more vectographic-y type of things. For example, like this one. Now I clicked it again, and now we have a diagram. Now what you can do is go in and modify the text, change the font, change the colors. If you go up here, you can go back and change the style again. If you change your mind, change the aspect ratio, the color scheme, etc. If you click on an icon and you're not happy with it, you can also change that icon. For example, you see other suggested ones, or you can search for a different one from the internal library. And then the really neat thing is that it has pretty powerful export features. It can export in various formats such as PNG, SVG, PDF, and PowerPoint. If you know a little bit about graphic design and you have access to a tool like Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape for an open source version, if you download the SVG, then you have complete control and editing capabilities over this diagram, which I found very powerful, because then you can further change the colors, the fonts, or anything you like in it, rearrange it, add things to it, etc. Because you might find that the editing capabilities within Napkin are nice, but they have a limit. So if you want to go beyond that limit, then downloading it as an SVG will be the way to go. If instead you're happy with it as it is, a PNG will do. A PNG is like a pixel grid image, so it's not editable in the same way. All right, this was just to give you an idea. Let me show you some examples of how I've been using it, because I've actually made quite a few for my workshop slides, and I've been using them and I found them really, really nice. So let's see. Here, for example, I was preparing slides for my workshop on AI for researchers, and I wanted to show people the structure of a high quality prompt. And so all I did was to say, give you the title and the list of the elements, and then it came up with various options, and I picked this one that looks like a light bulb. I thought it was great. Here is another example of some diagrams I created with Napkin. These were about a collection of tools, of which Napkin is one of them. And all I did again is to put a list of tools, and it arranged them in this nice looking mind map type of diagram. Also, I kept editing it and trying different options and came up with this one that looks like a planet with the other icons spinning around. I'm not sure I like it, but I thought it was very creative. Another one I used in my slides is this one. At the beginning of the workshop, I broke it down into its sub components and displayed it as a stair, suggesting the progression from the beginning, bottom of the stair, to the end, top of the stairs. Or here is another example of the one about prompt anatomy. Instead of looking like a light bulb, this one looks like a cog with icons inside it. You can have a lot of fun with this. It's really quite interesting to see how many suggestions it comes up with and actually how good they are. So this is something other tools like PowerPoint or Canva just cannot do. They cannot choose the right diagram and customize it directly for you based on your content, at least not yet. So in this very small niche, I like Napkin because it does one thing and it does it well. Another example I can show you is this one, which you might find useful for things like your grant applications. Let's say you need to show the timeline of how you imagine the project playing out over time. And again, you just need to put it into a line of text, all the various stages and a name for them, and it will arrange it for you in a timeline. All right. So thank you very much for watching. I want to keep this nice and short and to the point. But this is it, essentially. This is all it is about Napkin. It's not a huge software. It does one thing, it does it well. If you're interested in learning more about AI and what other tools are out there and how to use them correctly, then I invite you to check out our website at animate.your.science. You can enroll yourself into our course, AI for Researchers, where we take you from total beginner all the way to intermediate to advanced user of AI. We will open your eyes to a whole world of opportunities, because what I've noticed when it comes to AI is that most researchers are just scratching the surface. they use it a little bit here and a little bit there to fix this text and give me some ideas for a title for my paper. But there's so much more that can be done, and the time savings that are within reach are really massive. Yeah, so check it out. We also have a workshop that is dedicated to AI for grant writing. That one has been described as mind-blowing by some of the participants. Another one said, "This is so good, I don't want you to teach it to anybody else." So if you're interested in that, let me know. You can reach out. Our email address is contact@animateyour.science. All right, I don't want to take more time than necessary. Thank you for your attention and hope you found this video useful. Bye.